The light is on you, my friend. I got you. All right. Let your light shine. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out here, y'all. We are loving it. We're appreciating this time. And I wanted to take some time to talk about a new development in my journey that I did not expect at all, but was divinely guided and generously provided by a very good friend. Oh, beautiful butterflies here. Awesome. So much wonderful nature here, just taking it all in. It's breath-giving. That's what I like to call it. This is breath-giving for me in more ways than one. So, here goes. Whoo! As they say, let's talk about it. Talk about it. Gonna get into my first ever experience ever that I did not know that I would even have. You know, I'd heard of friends like my friend Paige Flowers, also Abu Shadi, and some other folks. You know, I heard of people talking about this medicine. But I wasn't even attracted to it. Not in that way that I thought, oh, I'm gonna use this or I'm going to try this. Never once. But wouldn't you know, the opportunity presented itself. And what we're speaking of is a medicine called Bufo Alvarius, otherwise known as 5-MeO DMT. Now, I had the opportunity to take this medicine and to go on a journey that only lasted 15 minutes, but felt like an eternity had gone by. It was as though I was conscious and yet something else. It was as though I was there and everywhere at the same time. So I had my wonderful friend as my trip sitter. She does this for many individuals, many people, and has a ceremony. She laid everything out, laid out a nice space. She had crystal bowls that she played. She had bells. She had music. She sang songs. And it was just otherworldly. I never knew that in such little time I could experience what some people would call enlightenment or a self-realization of oneness, because that's what it felt like. It felt like I was joining the all, the everything, like I was becoming one with the universe. That we're never disconnected, but we often have this duality thinking of, I'm separate from these things, I'm separate. But in that state, there was no separation. It was complete oneness, complete bliss. It was complete. And so I want to just do the best I can to describe this. So she set the stage. She had the music, the bells, the sound bowls, the crystal healing. And I heard the like rattlings and things. It comes from this bulb that she puts the medicine in, and they're only like a couple of little flakes. It looks like flakes. And you exhale all the way. And mind you, I was very nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I've had experiences before, not with anything like this, but with LSD, and that was like, I mean, that it absorbed, and it happened in a matter of like, after 45 minutes, when it hit me, it lasted for 8 hours. This hits you immediately. Within 5 seconds, you're out cold, and it lasts for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on how much you hold inside your heart. She said, exhale fully, breathe it all the way into your heart, hold it. And she counted down from 10, and I don't even remember the last number that she hit. I was out like a light. Kind of like if you've ever gone to the dentist and they hit you with the gas, like that laughing gas, or then they hit you with the anesthesia, or they put you under when they're about to do an operation or something. It was like that, but it was just, I was aware, and yet there was nothing I could do. So here's the thing. I was very nervous before I did this. But I was saying to myself, Jerome, you're telling all these people to let go, how you've gained by letting go, how you've let in by letting go, and how you've surrendered to life. And here my friend was telling me, well, if you really want to surrender, if that's what you say you want to do, this is the perfect way to do it. So I said, okay, let's try it, And I spent time in the Anjali Mudra, just pointing myself to the sunlight, letting it wash over me, and just saying mantras over and over before I did this, before I even walked in the door to have this experience, this excursion, this journey. I was telling myself, all is well. Out of this situation, only good can come. I am safe. I am light and I am love. Just infusing, only good can come. Only good can come. Positive, right? Because my mind wanted to say, beware. You don't know where this will lead. You don't know what will happen. You don't know. What if? But I was just like, let go, surrender, just be, just let go, receive, allow. So I went in there, she said, how's your heart? My heart was thumping, I'm not gonna lie. But I exhaled all the air from my body as much as I could, and then she said, just take it in. She counted down from 10, and I just started to float back. I was gone, and the last thing I heard her say was, may the divinity, may you receive the message that you are ready to receive. May the divinity give you the message you are ready to receive. And that's what she said both times, because if you can believe it, after the first time, I came out, and I said, how much time has passed? And she said, does it matter? I said, I don't know. She said, it's only been 15 minutes. She'd been playing the crystal bowls, and I was like, what? Like, I saw the white light. I felt just immersed in this ocean of oneness and bliss and sounds, and I just remember her running her hand over me, just saying love, 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 just love, 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 love. I just remember love. And all I could say was thank you. All that came was gratitude, joy, peace, love, just gratitude, gratitude. That's all I could have. And when I came to, she said, "You ready to do it again?" I said, "What?" Again? I mean, if you can imagine, all my motor functions non-existent. I couldn't move. It was complete surrender. I could only relax and breathe. There was nothing I could do. So if anything was going to happen, there would be nothing I could do to prevent it. So it was an utter surrender, just a relaxation I had never known, and just a peace that I hadn't felt. It was like a shortcut to years of meditation. What we can feel, of course, naturally, through years of practice, years of breathwork, meditation, like all these things that we can do. We have several modalities that take time. But this was a shortcut to feel that, to touch that. And now that I've touched that, I know what it feels. She said, "Now you know the way." And I realize now what she meant. Now you know the way. That when life is stressing you out, frustrating you, when you feel like disconnected, you can go back to that oneness. You can go back to that peace. At any time, you can remember what it was like to be in that state. Now you know the way. And the thing is, my mind wanted to grasp at something, but there was nothing to hold on to. It was like the Tao. It was immovable, ungraspable, untouchable. It was just what it was. Just what it is, There's almost no way to describe it, but you remember the feeling, and the feeling remains. So after I came out from under the spell of this wonderful medicine, she said, "Round 2, you ready to go again?" And I said, and she was already preparing me to go right back in. So I did it both times back to back. So probably a total of like a half an hour to 45 minutes. And then when I came back the second time, after just being in that ocean of bliss, that ocean of oneness and non-duality, there were cards set in front of me that I took from these beautiful cards from a Lemurian deck. And I got these signs from reading these cards of my sacral online, creation online, my solar plexus online, that fire, that willpower, lifting people up, understanding my purpose, my place in the world, my heart unfurling with the heart chakra, and just having more love for myself, for others, that non-competitiveness of not needing to be over or feeling like I'm under anyone else, and just understanding that we are all one, unity consciousness, and also messages of being grounded and understanding, just like a tree, the further I go up, the further I need to root myself, the further I need to go down to stay connected. And so that was like an initiation into another me that is still me, but is somehow different, somehow changed. Somehow I feel I'm not the same, even though I remain. So a divergence has taken place on this path. I feel like I'm in a new energetic timeline here, And it feels so good to know that even if I never have that experience again, because I felt, you know what, Jerome, you might never have this opportunity again. And she knew I was ready. She saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So this is definitely something that I recommend to anybody. I was saying that, I was like, everyone should try this at least once in your life, to just touch that and just feel what that feels like. Because it wasn't like anything I'd ever felt. I was afraid to let go completely. I'd already let go of so much. But this surrender was something new. So thank you for listening. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you'd like to know anything more about this experience or more about this medicine, definitely, send me a message. If you've had an experience with this as well, if you've ever experienced this and had someone to guide you or facilitate you through this experience, oh, I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to hear what happened and your reflections from that deep connection. Much love, much light to you, and we will continue. See you next time, very, very soon, my friend. Pura vida. And adios.